It's the Daily Talk Show, episode 767.
It's weekend banter. What's going on?
Happy Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Happy Harry is here.
Hello.
Mate, it is your day. Oh, this is the day that you're not happy, isn't it, though?
No, I don't like Sundays. I've never really liked Sundays.
I like Sundays because it's roast day, and that's a new tradition.
Do you know what's a bigger deal than having a roast?
Oh, yeah.
Not sure.
Having your girlfriend move to the same city as you.
I love Sundays.
This is exciting.
Sunday, to finish the week. Mate.
Start of the week.
How are you feeling, Sevsies?
I'm so excited. I actually can't wait. It's gonna
And
be
so
the best.
6 p.m, is that when it is?
Yep. Yeah, this evening.
You'll be picking Grace up from the airport. We haven't discussed. Are we...
Oh, yeah, what's happening? Fuck.
Yeah. Well, so I still haven't organised that, but getting home, getting home sorted because we got a rental.
Oh, that's right. So you're just going to get your way there. So it'll be Skybus.
yeah, definitely.
And this is a full integration. Skybus is a great service that takes... No, it's not.
How many bags will she have?
two bags.
2 bags.
And then carry on.
She's not bringing much.
No, it's pretty to pack everything into 2 bags. It's pretty solid.
When I moved to Sydney for my beautiful wife, Amy, we weren't married then. We were just still a new flame that is just sort of emitting beautiful light and heat. And now that is a fucking blowtorch. That's how much flame there is between Amy and I.
I think it's a soy candle that only...
And about to run out? Absolutely not. We've got like a full tank of gas just firing. Anyway, I remember there's a video about it actually, and I whacked everything into me Honda Civic, and my mum was crying, and she going. No, it was a special moment. So I could only imagine what it feels like for Gracie girl, and it is big. But then I had 11 hours to drive and think about it. Pulled over for a sleep, got some food, thought about stuff. But it didn't feel like it. Like, when you think about like, oh, I'm moving, it's like, yeah, there is that first moment, but then you're into it. It's like doing anything. Oh, Amy's going back to uni. I didn't tell you guys
really?
this.
Really?
Is this worth it? Because when I saw last night the psychology degrees are like $3,500 now a year. Is she doing psychology?
Yeah.
So they've just done a huge revamp of all of uni degrees. Comms degrees are going to go up double. It's going to cost around $14,000.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, we haven't spoken price. It's all HEX, and it will take many years because it's one. She's still got to work full time.
Signed up?
She's signed up. Yeah, officially signed. Well, hasn't officially locked in, but officially applied.
Definitely look into those. Good. So
HEX fee.
Nurses, but if you can lower the amount that
definitely.
All of these main services, and the psychology one I felt was very interesting because it's like, well, fuck, if you can do that for $3,500 a year.
What's it, less HEX by the end of it? The point though,
that's so subsidised.
The point though is like for Amos, it's such a big thing, but remember how long it takes to do it. So it's like the first, you've signed up, you're like, it's almost like you want to prevent yourself from getting into the hysteria of like, I've done it. Yeah. Well, I've just committed to doing it.
And then I'm to do
and
so does she want to be a psychologist at the end?
Yeah, it'll take 10 years or something. You need to get, you can do the doctorate at the end of it, but it's many years. So it's
So in 20 years' time, you'll be living in a mansion.
I hope so.
A rental mansion.
Yeah. No, it could take you 10 years, I think, if you were to do a doctorate very much part-time, like one subject a semester.
And so what does it work out to be?
In terms of what?
Georgie boy's just walking through he's had a beer or whatever. That's okay.
He's coming behind me. Georgie, you want to come sit on my lap, mate?
Do you want to come sit here? Do you want to take my hot seat?
No, it's all right. We'll just leave Harry.
He just swans around the office. Now I
feel like GB really wants his spot back, but
you can have it.
No. But sit up straight has. I don't like when you go low.
Tits and teeth.
That's
what he said. That's Harry's words.
It's horrendous. So anyway, no, this psychology stuff's interesting.
It's exciting, so awesome. But yeah, the other than just me looking for an opportunity to drop in my wife's achievements, or things she's committing to, it's very much like I've been thinking about that sort of like in your head, it's going to be this huge thing, but then for moving, it's the same. It's like for the first moment, and then it's like I'm in it.
will feel like a holiday to start with.
Or goal setting too. Like when you think about getting somewhere, you know, I want to be on telly or I want the 100 episode podcast. You're over it by the time you're there. So it's not what you thought it was. But then there's something else. Different, shiny. It's 1,000 eps. Next minute it's 10 years. In saying that, episode 800 ain't no...
Yeah, well, how many?
Ain't no time.
24th of July.
24th of July, what is it? So it's like 20-something days. 20-something days.
No.
More?
30.
Okay,
Yeah.
so 30 days. Like around about a month. Round about a month.
I think it's like 33 days or whatever.
Ep 800. What are we doing?
I reckon we could...
Strippers? Sorry.
Harry.
I've retired that, mate. Have you been?
No.
Any interest in going?
No.
Okay.
Not even just to see what the experience is like? Just
No interest at all.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I think it's just curiosity-wise, it'd just be an interesting thing.
You too, Mace. You haven't been.
No, I'd never. No, but I just think it'd be an interesting thing more than anything. Like, how does the whole thing work?
Well, the poles spin, that's all I know.
Do
the
they?
poles spin?
Yeah, apparently. The poles rotate
Who told you
with
that?
the stripper. We were talking about it at theatre group one night.
I feel like Harry's really the only one out of us that can talk about it without sort of getting in heaps of trouble.
Did you ever do the pole thing?
As a male stripper?
Yes.
Oh, actually, I can talk about this because I was a stripper.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, no.
But I have spun on one.
Is it hard?
Oh, have you ever been on a monkey bar?
Yeah, but that's not a...
Oh, I haven't done it like a stripper would.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen the video of the lady who they had a stripper pole at her house and it halfway as she was swinging around it dislodged, like it
Oh, no.
came off the roof and she fell into it.
It was a home job.
Yeah.
There was also a video.
It was one of those poles.
Circular. There must have been in Vegas like a 20-foot pole. And there's this video of this poor girl who fell from the very top. I showed Amy. I was like, someone sent it to me. I was like, mate, fucking look at this. It is ridiculously high and she falls, but then still keeps twerking on the bottom. I was like, oh my God, that's commitment. Like, mate, as one stripper to another, fucking hats off.
I could get around like the silks, you know, when you're dangling off silks.
Yeah, they have that at Virgin Active in the city.
You guys can go and do pole dancing. We could go and do it as a fun
I would love to
exercise
do pole dancing.
Which it has.
Yeah. I'd like to give it a go. I've got, in saying that, maybe not, just thinking about my upper body strength. I've got no upper body strength. Never could do the monkey bars as a kid.
Handstand?
No, never been able to do a handstand. I'm appalling with my health. I'm skinny as a twig.
JJ, could you do a handstand?
Supported.
Against a wall?
I couldn't hold a handstand.
Yes, you could.
No.
If you can do a chin up, you can do a handstand.
Nah.
Could we do an Insta story?
You could do a muscle up.
Yeah, I can try. I can do. How long do you want to stay at the handstand for?
It's more just
4
A
seconds.
split second or just
4 seconds.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, that we can. I mean, we can try it, but I don't think we'll give it a go.
So going back to Grace, for people who have just started listening, Mr. 97, he's a producer on the show.
Who are you?
I'm Josh.
And I'm Tommy.
And
this is the Daily Talk Show.
This is the Daily Talk Show. And so
What a resetting like
no,
that.
you've got to. So Mr. 97 found the love of his life online. Grace, she is part of the Gronk Squad. She's been listening to the show for over a year.
She's real and she's a sweetheart.
Mm-hmm. And so Grace is moving. You've never met in real life.
No.
And so Grace is moving from Perth to Melbourne. And next week you are having the first ever annual leave that you've ever had.
Because this is your first ever job.
Yep.
And this is your first ever girlfriend.
Yeah, a lot of firsts. Fuck, there is.
And so you're fired. You are very fired up. And so what's the experience like? Explain how you're feeling. What's been the emotional roller coaster in the last couple of weeks?
I mean, it's a mixture of stuff. Like there's so much excitement, and it's like you spend all this time on FaceTime, so it's so nice to just be able to,
touch.
Yeah, just to be able to be with each other. That's not through a screen will be so nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll be able to go to bed earlier, which is good.
Because you've been FaceTiming
So
late.
late.
Do you
Yeah.
know if Grace is okay with going to bed early?
We set a 10:30 curfew.
Bedtime.
Yeah.
A curfew.
Betty buys.
You're running a tight ship.
Well, I pushed for 10, but then I had to compromise for 10:30 because she likes staying up late.
Wait, so that means being in bed by 10:30?
So this was the thing because I wanted to be in bed by like 9ish, 9:30, and then turning off the lights and going to sleep at 10. But I think it's more just like you're in bed at 10 and then lights out at 10:30.
Have you got like a bucket list or thing? So you're going to Blairgowrie at the beach house?
Yeah.
I know we've been getting some messages from, what's it called? The Beach House.
Beach house, yeah.
On Instagram. I didn't open them. What's going on? All good before you leave? Like everything?
Yeah,
all,
was it-
I
Insta stories or was it-
think Rod was just saying how much he appreciated the good audio on our podcast.
Oh, great. Thanks,
That
Rod.
was literally, it was just this. It's the only podcast he listens to where he doesn't have to change the volume all the time.
Thank you, Rod.
That's nice.
So
And so, yeah, what's the... sorry about that stand noise. Like now I'm...
that wasn't me, was it?
Oh,
Was that
I think
Harry?
It was me. I hit me chin on it.
Okay,
There
I'll
you
try
go.
not to.
Yes.
So the bucket list, like what's on your mind? What's the next week going to involve?
I don't know. I mean, we haven't gone through a bucket list of what we want to do, but I think it was just, going on walks, going to the beach, just cooking, all that sort of stuff.
What are you going to cook,
I don't know.
Grace? Have you haven't
I
spoken
know,
to
I know what he's
Zoodles?
going to... Nah, I know
Are
what
you
he's going
bringing-
to cook.
No,
Are
I
you
will
bringing
do.
the zoodle maker to Blairgowrie?
Oh, that's a good point.
Are you doing those fucking nachos with quinoa?
Nah,
I can't wait for you to get a
It's-
call from your dad being like, "You've taken the fucking zoodle maker," and you're not going to be
Chairman
able to,
Rick's not happy.
Yeah.
No, I mean poached steaks. That'll definitely be a thing.
you're going to do them in red wine, like
God, it's so good.
Gordon.
No. Just a bit of white wine vinegar.
That's
Wine
good.
vinegar.
swirl it.
Yeah, white vinegar.
Yes. Well,
It
you
sounds
don't
nice.
you don't need a swirl with vinegar. You just leave it.
You should.
As long as it's boiling, it's fine.
It's good to swirl.
Oh, this is nice.
It's
Tell
all
us about a cute time, Josh, from your relationship in the early days
Mhm.
of just that sort of young love.
Let's think. There's so many examples. Bree's just sitting on the couch waiting.
Waiting for a real
Valentine's Day,
What year?
2010,
Yep.
maybe 2009 actually, 2009 I reckon. And I was picking her up from her place, and she got to the passenger side where she was going to be getting into the seat, and in the seat belt was a little stuffed bear.
Oh, how
and
big? Little. You said little,
was
but how little? How little? How
Just
big?
like,
Little.
size doesn't matter. Like didn't really matter.
It's still
But
strap
then-
it in though.
Yeah, I strapped him in,
Okay.
and
Just on the bottom belt.
Yep.
Okay.
and the bear in his arms was a McDonald's cheeseburger.
That's great.
It's
Love
sweet.
it.
isn't
Was it the way to Bree's heart?
Bree loved it. Yeah.
That's very cute.
Yeah. So there was that. What stands out for you?
I just got a text message from George, who's on the couch next to Bree, and he said Bree told him this story 2 days ago. So I want to. Was
mean,
Bree
you-
driving? Were you the one?
No, as in,
You told me that story 2 days ago as well.
yeah, no, it's a fresh story. No, the listeners haven't heard the story yet. Okay,
What about something that's not on a day that was like obviously
Yeah, sure.
special, that you just did something special, because special things don't have to rely on special days.
Sure.
Just take notes, Sevs.
Let me think. It's definitely stuff.
Once, it's all about just taking notes, Sevs. Just take a note. I mean, she's moving to Melbourne, so it's
What
like
have you done?
one time. Well, we were doing so. There was the long distance thing, but we were seeing each other. So Sevs, you're FaceTiming, but Amy and I were having weekends together. But it would get to the Sunday, and it's a bit sad because it's like, oh, we've got to leave now. I'm flying back to Melbourne, and so I was a bit sad. And then I had to go back to Shepparton. And once she was mentioning something about shoes, and we got on this thing. You know how it was like chocolate shoes? I don't know. We just somehow got onto chocolate shoes. I don't even know the origin of it, but I knew there was something special there. And she loves chocolate and she loves shoes. And then I saw at David Jones in Sydney, the fancy one in Bondi Junction, chocolate shoes. And they were like probably like mini, maybe 5 centimeters long.
How, like big?
They can't be practical.
No,
5
no, no, no,
centimeters?
no. Edible chocolate shoes. And they were
Were they
like,
big?
it was almost like 5
Well, no,
centimeters,
well,
5 centimeters
Heavy,
long.
The
heavy.
thing is,
Was it strapped into
I mean,
the
yeah, this is
seatbelt?
the thing. I said the small teddy, and you're like, was it big? Like you were obsessed with, like you. That ruined my story because I couldn't say anything.
Didn't
No, it wasn't.
really.
You should have just pumped it up. You could have
So-
big teddy.
Anyway, no, it wasn't that big.
I just really wanted to know how you strapped it in. If it was really small,
Mhm.
how's that any like
Just the
bottom
And so anyway, you got the 5 centimeter, which
About the
5
5
centimeters is very small.
quite small, but still shoes and very sort of connected
David
to what
Jones.
we were talking about.
Mhm.
And so I bought them when she was having a nap and brought them back to the house, hid them in her shoe cupboard
Mhm.
out the back. And so when I left and I was back in Melbourne, I was like, have you found anything? She was like, no. And so it backfired slightly because it took her a day and a
Oh, they're
bit.
so small.
Just melted.
No, they were out the back. And anyway, she found them. But fuck.
With a little bit of prompting.
With a little bit of
Yeah,
prompting.
that's
she-
nice.
she
I feel
got
like
them.
fuck. This is a reminder. I think I'm a romantic guy, but nothing is coming to mind.
Of
I
romantic
can
things.
see you being a romantic guy.
Here's the thing, guys. I think the romanticness can come out. Like you've been in a relationship for 13 years.
Mhm.
Forget about it. No, I'm joking. No, I'm joking. No, I'm joking. But it is effort. Being romantic in the early days is the easy bit.
Mhm.
So if you're not romantic in the early days, you're fucked up because it
Yeah.
only gets harder. Life becomes normal. Living together, sleeping together, all that becomes normal.
Mhm.
And so you got to dig deep when you're sort of in the trenches. You know what I
I
mean?
think like a slightly romantic thing was I surprised Brie with being wanting to go to the US,
Yeah,
and I bought the tickets and surprised her on Christmas.
that's real good.
That's
But
solid.
the sort of the downside was that part of the reason that we hadn't booked them was she was worried about asking her work for the annual leave.
Oh, yeah.
And so I sort of forced her hand. So it was sort of like there were
Happy,
conversations.
but I haven't asked for annual
yeah,
leave.
Yeah, it was like, yeah. And so she was, she asked if we could change them.
Mm.
I said, no, we can't. She ended up leaving that place.
Amy and I had a saying which was like, it was cute as fuck. Cute as fuck.
Cute AF.
Yeah, but
You
I
just-
got
you
her.
just
I
as
got
fuck.
I got her a singlet printed, screen printed, that said "cute as fuck." I think she still has it.
She hasn't
I
done
got,
that
Brie
t-shirt
a
I
nice,
I go-
I got her a nice purse from Milligram. She gets compliments all the time. It's green.
That's nice.
That's nice.
What other things? Harry, have you ever done anything romantic?
No, no, I don't think I have. Oh, I got Theatre Mum a gift voucher for wine once, but it came with a Kogan delivery. Does that count? It was like buy 100 bottles, spend $100 on wine through Kogan, and you get $5 off.
Oh, so it's just you got a freebie voucher and you just
yeah,
passed
so
it
I
on.
gave it to Theatre Mum.
I peaked at my proposal
Which I guess is a classic.
because I had a talent agent in on the case. I got a fake email drawn up to be able to
What
show.
do you
I
mean
was like,
drawn up?
as in sent to me, sorry, not even drawn up, written up, sent to me by this
Mm-hmm.
lady who helped. And I showed her, I was like, mate, landed a gig. Got to go to Sydney.
The sad reality.
Didn't have a gig. Had no gig. And so I said, oh, look, I've been booked. I was booked on Qantas.
I think you're going to say on Neighbours. I thought you. Oh,
No.
On what
I
the
said
job
I had
was.
to MC an event. So it was super low level. So it was like almost believable. It's like they're just paying for the flights. I've had that
Mhm.
before where I've been paid, to go and
Mhm.
stay somewhere and do that. And so I knew that would not throw her, she wouldn't start sort of thinking, what the fuck? And she gets to go home to Sydney to see her mates. So I was like, great. I need to book her on a separate flight that's not Qantas because I told her that I'd been booked on Qantas. So I was like, I'll book you. I've been able to book you the same time, but just with Virgin.
Tiger.
And maybe it was. I think I went
I
Virgin.
booked you a bus.
I think I went Virgin, but at the same time. And so she had no idea.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had the idea of where I wanted to do it, where we first sort of started sitting when we were hanging out together. And yeah, we just got a cab to the spot And I was so nervous. And I was like, let's just go get a hot chocolate from this nice place I know you like. And then we're going to kill a bit of time before we get to this place in Double Bay.
Why?
And then I told her that's where we had to meet because the woman's office who sent the email to me is in Double Bay. So it was nothing in her head. And then we went to the beach into this spot on the harbour and did it there. But I packed her favourite dress for that night.
That's
And
nice.
I had known that we were going to go celebrate this area, and we got her friends to come, and so it was like we hadn't told them. So there was the multiple surprises. Amy got the surprise of the engagement, and then we hadn't told her mates, but we're like, oh, we're staying here. You should come. We're drinking on the rooftop looking over the Sydney Harbour.
You love rooftop drinking.
It's fucking so good. Am I right, George? George is nodding. It's real good. As if you didn't like drinking at the rooftop at the Standard in New York City looking over the Hudson River.
It was nice.
It was lovely. I reckon you'd appreciate it too more now because you're a pisshead.
Yeah. I'm not really a pisshead.
He's a bit
I
of
would
a
say,
hound.
there can be little romantic things.
Yeah, it doesn't all have to be big stuff. That's why I did the shoes thing and the
Like I didn't feel
T-shirt
like
thing.
Thai the other weekend, but Bree felt like Thai.
So you
And
compromise.
so we had Thai.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's romantic.
I'll give it because you got to do that. You got to dig deep.
Well,
Like I said, in the trenches.
Well,
you gotta-
but Sevs needs
It's
to.
the
but-
bedtimes. I compromised.
Yeah, but so what's some big level romance that you can do?
Yeah, I mean,
have you been taking note? Mental note.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
like
yeah. No,
things
no.
she likes. What?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
actually
yeah.
a bit
'Cause it's-
depressed at how little I've done for Bree. I feel bad.
The US thing was definitely
What kind?
highly beneficial for you at that point. when
Yeah.
you bought- No, but it's my problem too because I'm like, fuck, sweetie, you would love this. But it's like, I know I'll fucking love it too.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
so the
Well, I get the problem with like, I don't like doing surprises because I always reveal them. Like I just can't. I actually
Stop
can't,
revealing them,
I actually
idiot.
can't keep a
Mhm.
surprise.
I'm the same.
yeah, you
It's
two
so,
are the
it's
worst.
so annoying. I'd rather them know, you know, because then you don't have to worry about making like.
Bree's feeling bad for me. She's now texting me things that I've done.
No, this is good because but maybe you are the big cutie that you don't even think that you're doing the cutie things.
Well, I wanted to book us Miley Cyrus tickets, and I asked her boss for her to take the Friday off
Thought,
to go to Sydney.
oh, this is right. I've
Yeah,
heard this story
yeah,
before.
and her boss said no.
Oh.
But you did, so it didn't happen.
So it
But you
didn't
made
happen.
the effort.
What about?
But
I
we
mean,
ended up going the next time. I think we saw Miley in Melbourne.
we're not trying to get Josh into a corner. That's not what we're doing.
I'm trying to think the other. I mean, the proposal's an easy one because it's
Easy,
designed.
but that's the shoe thing. But what I'm saying is, I'm also
the
saying that
shoe thing. Don't
I'm
put
also
them in the
saying
same-
no, but that the caveat for me is that was early days of a
Mhm.
long distance relationship where we were seeing each other, and it's early day relationship. You're trying to woo and do things. What have I done? What can I pull on at the moment? I don't know. It's just maybe
On Thursdays, I'm now getting the coffees in the morning.
Sorry, I just lost it. I don't know why I found that so funny.
Can we
but-
just okay? If we're all useless in the current state, not early day relationship, because I'm sure you guys have been together since you were
No,
16.
I called love song dedications.
Oh,
I did.
there you
Oh,
go.
what about
I
what
did.
about? Yeah, that's great. What about the you went to
That's really
Victoria's
great, Josh.
Secret or the perfume joint when you were young?
Oh
And
yeah.
Oh, you do the parties?
I bought Bree underwear from her boss. She was working at Bras and Things, and Bree thinks that this is highly embarrassing. But I went to her boss and said, "Hey, I want to get a little something," and it was slightly weird because it was sort of it was her dad's wedding, and I surprised her with some jewelry and a red G-string.
Here's what you're wearing tonight, sweetie.
Yeah.
How old were you?
Yeah, I was 18.
just for the reception party after the wedding?
Yeah, exactly.
You think
Put
your
these
dad's a
on,
lucky
honey.
man?
So
Oh, that's good. But then, what is something? So, what makes up a romantic moment? It is thoughtfulness. It's putting someone before you. It's thinking about something they would love before what you would love. That's my problem. I do the shit where it's like it's
it's a joint thing. Like there were so many romantic moments on our world trip,
yeah.
but it was all based on like, oh, we both want to go to Slovenia or we both want to do these things. Went to Slovenia. Great place.
Flex,
Yeah,
good flex.
good. Lake Bled, beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, throw a kid into it too. It's pretty.
In like bled, wouldn't do it.
Oh, no. I mean, just into the
mix,
romance debacle that relationships is. No, I think it is a debacle later in life. Like,
how can we? No, I want to pick this up. I want to fix this.
Yeah,
how can
that's
we
what I
fix
want to
it?
do.
Let's do it. What could we do? I could make the bed in the like. So there's all the real small things, but they're all very admin-y. I think there's like
because I think we all go to like weekend away, booking a restaurant. Like for you as a big Gronk, it's like Bree coming home and you've put in the effort to cook her a beautiful meal, and Bree knows that you are a bit of a pain in the ass when it comes to cooking.
And I've cleaned. That would be the big thing. I think the other thing too is
what she loves, nothing.
But she
you don't even like it. You don't even want
it. It would literally be
you cut your finger off.
No, I'd be slicing onion. Just 3 fingers. What I was going to say was the onions is actually
just
an issue.
a bit rattled.
The onions, like Bree wants me to always cut the onions because she cries every single time. It's almost
You'd be
like
a big dork that wears
goggles. I said we should get goggles, but I know I think
a high-waisted
does that
pants.
do anything?
it does. Yeah,
Does it? Or does it go through your nose?
No.
You put bread in your mouth. You get a slice of bread and you sit it in your mouth
Really?
and just have
Brioche
it
or what
hanging
sort of-
out.
Harry,
Just
in
sourdough
it's
would
your
do.
eyes,
Sourdough
brother.
would be nice.
It's your
Yeah,
eyes,
you
bro.
have it hanging out of your mouth and it absorbs all the fumes before they get to your eyes. There you go.
Okay.
Oh, I remember. This is
Did you remember it, or did
No,
you
Bree-
remember it when
Bree's-
Bree just texted?
Bree's just texted me.
I wish I had my producer. I mean, my partner here.
Now you've got Jess to write emails for you.
yeah. Jess, what have I done romantically?
Call Jess babe in a meeting. Sorry.
Good call. It was in context.
It was fine. I think it was fine.
I called Mason bitch in a meeting. That seems to go down fine.
No, so what I did do was Harry,
you weren't even in that fucking meeting. Who's been talking bullshit down here, by the way?
Lots of people.
The bitches.
No, so I actually remember this. It's a bit sly, but when Bree and I were just friends, I got a visual diary. So, like the ones that you get, like a big visual diary, like an A3.
You've been pushing for one for years.
What are you laughing at, Sebs?
What romantic story starts with
Bree's just off camera going, it's and then Josh is just mirroring it. Yeah.
It's a big diary. No, I can tell the story. No, so I feel like my mic's too low. It's annoying the fuck out of me. Okay, there we go.
Did you just pull it? You just pulled it down before, didn't you?
No, I pulled it up.
Okay.
No, so what happened? So I had this visual diary, and and it was black, and I used a metallic pen, and I wrote in it. This was before Bree and I were dating. I drew like a mind map, and it started off with like, how do I get Bree as my girlfriend? And I did all of these arrows. I'm sure it was like real sad stuff. Like,
hang on, where was Bree? Does she know about this fucking mind map?
Well,
that's the dorkiest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, so this is the thing.
It is very cute.
So I did this mind map, and then I just put it somewhere where she would eventually find it.
Which was where? Where did you?
I was just under the bed, and then I'm pretty sure I was like, we should do our studio arts, and can you just go get my? Oh no, not that book, no. So what's in this book? I'm like, no, don't look at the book. She opens it. Oh my God, what is this? It's a mind map. What sort of mind map? I just love you, and I've drawn a possible roadmap of how we could be together.
It's a Gantt chart, Kanban.
Oh, definitely. Yeah,
in progress.
Definitely
timeline.
a Gantt chart, yeah.
So that was slightly. So I did that, but no, romance. Let's just spend 30 more seconds on this.
Okay, what would something romantic be that you would like Bree to do?
She does it all. Like it's stuff around like So the problem with me is that I always go to financial things. So I always go into like spending money is my love language.
For you spending money on Bree?
Yes. or just spending money in general.
But maybe we're getting to something. It's the love language. What is it for the individual?
Sure.
So what is it for Brie? What do
Well-
you think Brie appreciates?
Quality time and acts of service. And so if I was to go get a coffee, that would be a win. If she was
Without being asked.
yes.
But even like that falls into doing a Brie. We're not recording
Chores.
shows on Friday. We're going to Dalesford for the weekend.
Well, so
Like, she'd
I'm
fucking
very
love
good.
that.
I'm very good at that. So I've always been like, you know what I've been like with weekends. I've always been like, nah, don't do work on weekends. Just chill, all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But what's funny, George
George
Yeah,
is laughing.
he's laughing.
He's
I think
pissed.
He's thinking, he's had a few beers.
No, but I remember every time I would travel, I've travelled a bit.
Where
I
to
would-
specifically?
well, everywhere. Name a city.
Yeah, 13 cities and counting. Anyway, go
It's
on.
more than that.
Yeah. All right, sorry, Matt.
No, so San Francisco.
No.
So you went in San Francisco. That's the story.
You were about to list off everywhere you mean.
No, so when I went to San Francisco, went to Macy's. Here's a fun fact: go to Macy's, give them your passport. They'll give you 15% off, right?
Give them your passport.
Show them your passport, and they're like, "You're an international traveler.
yeah.
Traveler, 15%."
What's
off.
Macy's? Is that like a department
It's like a
store or something?
Myer or something.
Yeah,
anyway, so I remember I got Brie Nike shoes. It was almost like a bogan pack. Anytime that I would travel, it's like I got her a watch. I got it like all of this stuff. And the funny thing is, you can go back through Brie's Instagram, unarchive it if it's been archived. But there is
I'd love that luxury.
if only.
Would be nice.
I could love that. The good old days.
She would take a photo and be like, "So good that Josh is home." And it's a photo like bed spread with all the shit that I got her.
Like a flat lay.
It's also the sad Instagram of a kid whose parents non-stop travel for work, and all they've got to show is the shit that they got when they were away.
Well, I remember
It's
being
a real sad movie storyline, isn't it?
in Singapore.
Not saying that's what it was, but maybe.
It had that vibe. But in
Like,
Singapore,
he was fucking having a good time, and he's making up with Nike.
I don't want to
Nike
say
free
in
runs.
Singapore again, but in Singapore, when we did that once in a lifetime opportunity, the private room, a lot of wealthy people there. We used points. There was a guy that was like speaking to his kid on the phone.
Oh, this
And
is
he's
sad,
like,
I remember.
"Oh no, Daddy will buy you whatever you want. What do you want? Like, just tell me now, and I'll get like no, come on, speak to Dad." And he's like, "No, I don't want to speak to him." Like, "No, come on." And the kid's like little. He's like, "No, what do you want?" You know. And I was like, "Oh, that's a bit sad."
MacBook Pro.
Yeah. Retina display.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I want the touch bar, but make sure it's got the 1 terabyte SSD because I won't be able to.
Yeah.
Baby
Make
can't
my
handle a
YouTube
Fusion
videos.
drive.
Yeah. iPad Pro with stick
with pencil. No, what's another one? What's another funny thing?
Floating
that you'd get. brought
What's
back.
like if it's something very niche? iPhone 11, is that what you got?
No.
What have you got?
I got the iPhone 11.
Pro.
It's useless. I don't have Instagram. I've got nothing.
Quad lock's
it's,
good though.
Quad lock's great.
Should be getting my lock laces in the next week.
Oh, that'll be exciting.
Yeah, so I'll be
that'll
able
be
to. I don't know if I told everyone, but I've worked out how to tie the shoelaces and not get the knot.
Yeah.
Really?
So I was catching.
Are you using Velcro?
No, I'm not. Have you been a Velcro kid? I could imagine.
I have been. I didn't learn how to tie my shoelaces until about year 7
Dude,
on Fairfax camp, which was an arts camp.
like think about Bodie's got Velcros now. He's 3.
Stay that
You
way.
couldn't have.
Do you reckon he could do it?
No, I reckon
Could
most.
you teach him now?
No, I
Absolutely
reckon
no way.
you
That's not
have to be
VR.
at
Really?
least 5 years old.
Tactile.
I reckon.
Mate, there was kids, well beyond 5. I think Velcro shoes are sick nowadays for young
But
kids.
it's good to learn.
For the parents.
I want to get that the knot book.
Yeah.
I reckon grab it.
There's an app.
Get it.
He'll still get it, but he won't learn
Well,
it.
so the thing
I've been
is,
taught by
I
my
wanted to
dad
get
so many
this-
fucking times how to do a knot.
It's like the half hitch.
You would
How do you remember
literally
how to
need
do
to be
that?
like, okay, Bree, I'm getting up. Sorry, it's not romantic, but I've got knot training.
Yeah.
yeah.
Babe, I've got knot training 4:30 till 5. I'll put it in the calendar. I know you like that shit.
It's true.
Being organised.
Yeah, accepting Cal invites. That's the
Yeah,
show.
personal
That's
admin.
romantic, yeah.
Just remembering shit.
So
Just,
it would be good. All right, I'm going to design something romantic to do that I'm going to do in the next
When's it?
3
next-
months.
Just do it. 3 months.
3
You go-
months?
No.
No,
well, we don't know what's happening with COVID. We don't know what's
You don't
happening
need to
with
go
COVID.
big.
Can
You
you
don't
just
need to go big. You
That's
can
what I
go
mean.
small. Go small. Go hard. Go this week,
Okay.
as in next week.
Let me think about it and be thoughtful.
Could do it today because you think this is when the week starts.
So the problem is that anything that I suggest, I feel like it could be deemed. So if I got any form of food delivered,
it's for you.
It's instantly for me. Yeah. So even if
This
it's
is
fucking
you gotta go,
Attica,
what,
even if it's
what does Brie like that you don't like? That is the most romantic
and so
thing.
is that the thing? Is
ever.
romance about doing something that you don't like but your
I
partner
think
likes?
romance to some degree is selflessness.
Yeah. That's
and
true.
so it's about like, what does Amy love? What does she?
What do you think?
getting-
What could you do for Amy that's romantic?
Just give her some time by herself.
She gets that every morning at the moment, doesn't she?
She's been doing that. Not this morning. Buddy ran
Really?
down.
What happened?
Yeah, Buddy ran down. Where's mummy? I want my mummy. It's
Bree's messaging me again. She's saying booking and going out to dinner.
That would be nice.
without the bullshit that you spin.
But now,
So
but
without
now does
the
it
like, you almost need to sort of drop the like, how long are we going to be
Alone.
there for? Who are we going to see? Like
Making
If you-
sure we get a table where we don't see anyone.
all that. Like
yeah, I
if you
think
could,
you got to try for.
if you could just understand that it's a visceral reaction, which it's, and then how can you like go, you know?
But is it too hard to do? Is it unromantic now?
Yeah.
Because it's been suggested to you.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. You got to fucking.
Because you can't.
I think there's some, so Bree has been every single morning in the
What
past
about
week.
blowing up the tyres in the I-30, like pumping up the tyres in the I-30?
Yeah, just a lot.
Change the oil.
Yeah.
One thing at a
Pumping
time.
you
What
get
about
one
water
thing at a time.
fluid? Does it need fluid?
I could actually, that's fucking great. I'm going to put new windscreen wipers because like it's not the water issue. Bree was saying during the week when we went to Rowville, she said that the whole glass is foggy and she says it's the windscreen wipers.
Correct.
So I need to get windscreen wipers. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to order them.
Nah, fuck that. Go to Autobahn. They'll do it for you. Just like, mate, I need some
What do you
metal
think
bats.
I
That's definitely
do?
a great
What do you
idea.
think?
Autobahn,
Yeah,
got an
great
I-30
idea.
out the front. Can you help me?
What do you
He'll
think I
come
do
out
about
and
my
zoom.
what do you think I do about my bike? Bree just said just book the car service.
Yeah, definitely.
Booking it and taking it and
You
no
gotta- you
complaining.
also-
Dealing with the bullshit.
Look, it's not romantic, but it is something that Bree always brings up. The fact that you got to return your AirPods.
Oh yeah.
Not romantic, but I just feel like
I
if
don't
you
know.
make
Go to Office
headroom,
Works, do it.
if you make headroom on all these little things, then it's quite nice.
And so,
Oh,
there's
so what is it? I'm just trying to think of it because I feel pretty inadequate as well. Mother's Day, like, but then that's a day that I've relied on. Like,
So you take it, you're doing
I
something
almost
that you
fucked
shouldn't-
Mother's Day bad. Like, I nearly did. Like,
What'd you do?
just a bit grumpy and like, no, we can't. You know, we shouldn't be eating pancake. Like, anyway, no, it was like
Why can't you
because I
eat
couldn't be
pancakes?
fucked making them. I was like,
Okay.
it was really like I was like,
How
I
did
don't
it
need
come
them
up?
anyway. No, it was like
Did you say, what do you want for breakfast? And she said, pancakes. And you're like, no.
nah, I don't know. But
Easier.
I was like, anyway, I was like,
should've
I'm
just
being
done
a
the homemade
fucking
mixture.
bitch.
No,
sorry, the
I'm being an
Coles mixture.
absolute bitch.
But this is,
and I went down and I made toast, avocado, eggs, scrambled eggs, like pancakes,
I see you made
pancakes,
So you,
orange juice.
Oh, that's
Set out a picnic on the table. Bodie and Amy come down and we all have a picnic. It's called like a picnic breakfast.
Were you just telling yourself how shit is this while you're doing it?
really.
Just like, fuck, I can't be bothered. doing
No,
it.
no, no.
'Cause
It
you
was because
realised
I
at that
fucking,
point.
I was just being a bitch. And I was like, no, I felt like it was dumb. But I just overrode that feeling.
Yeah.
And was like, it's not about me. And so, but I had to fucking work at it. And I nearly fucked it royally.
just imagine you just fucking throwing the pen. Fuck, there you go.
No, but I loved it. That's the thing. The point is, you end up like you enjoy a night out if you've had a good meal. Cash I mean, that's about you, but it's like
Mexican cantina. What about Bree? Do you want to go to Mexican cantina tonight?
But that's is that romantic?
She's
yes?
blown away.
I don't think that's romantic.
Is that a yes?
What did she say last night, Harry?
I don't think... did she say it was romantic?
No, but
Oh,
what
well,
did
you
she
went
say?
there many, many moons ago.
What did she say she wanted for dinner? Was she craving?
I don't know. But I
Mexican.
don't think Mexican canteen is very romantic.
No.
But what our point
No,
is...
but think about the history that they've had
so
there.
this is it. This is
okay.
it. What's something that you and Bree did years and years ago
Yeah,
that was
Mexican.
amazing?
Yeah.
And you're
Go to
like,
Krispy Kremes and get fucking 6 dozen and just smash them.
and then shit yourself. Shake turns, taking a dump.
Yeah.
No, but something where you've been, somewhere where you've driven. Yeah, something there.
I think your walks. I mean,
You
I was
connect
about to-
dots. You connect dots. You need to connect dots from years
Yeah,
ago,
yeah.
and then just sort of make the dot a bit bigger.
Why don't we go? I find out where all her exes live and we drive around.
What
like
about
a
a
bit
book?
of a Hollywood tour?
Little tour.
That's pretty funny, isn't it?
Fuckboy tour.
What about a book, like a photo album book of all
Also,
the photos?
I did do so for Bree's 30th. I did do the big photo.
Yeah, but you took them
Well,
down 3 days
Well,
later.
no, they fell down. Yeah, the blue tack didn't stick.
Put them in a book.
That's all right.
Well, yeah, we have talked about that.
Yeah.
I think when you go on walks, that's romantic.
Mhm.
I'm there, but
What are you going? You are. What,
So weird.
so what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Like, you need to. This is your time to shine. You need
Yeah.
to show Grace what you've got.
I think it's easy.
But he's not
for him.
explaining any of it. Well,
do
'cause
I
that's
need?
the
But
thing
do
is-
I need? I don't need to enter
Well,
into
that's
it.
the whole thing. You're gonna you'll touch
It's
and
too
she'll
fresh.
be like,
We can talk about it. But
touch her shoulder and she'll be like, oh,
okay. 99 romantic things to do as a couple.
It'll come naturally, Seb.
I just it's the things like making brekkie. Like I think it's those and going on a walk and going for a picnic, that sort of stuff.
and so you'll clean up as well.
That'll clean up.
What
I
about
don't mind cleaning up.
what about Kath and Kim? They did hip hop lessons together.
What does that mean?
I mean, I've done that.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Really?
cute.
Yeah.
Not romantic. Doesn't feel romantic. Romantic, there's so let me run you through the 99 romantic things to do as a couple. I won't do 99. I'll just start with maybe 10.
Just pull out a couple.
Number 1, bring a picnic to the park.
There you go.
Watch the sunset.
is that good? If
Rent a paddle boat. We've done that as
yeah,
a
we've done
triple.
that. Yeah,
Bree, Josh
actually,
and
I
It's
did
like
that
the walks.
in Slovenia on Lake Bled. I did
That's cute.
paddle.
But it was awful content at that point for the podcast.
Oh,
No.
I was live streaming.
Oh, take a dance class.
See, I told you. No wonder. Like, I should have a girlfriend. Like,
You
if
were
I
going to
can
say,
do
no
that.
wonder I have a. Hang on.
Oh, here we go. Find a fireplace. Tour your hometown.
No, the fireplace one's too much about you.
Go to a spa.
Nah.
Go to a fondue restaurant.
Yeah.
What's fondue?
It's like you dip things in. It could be chocolate or
chocolate.
cheese.
Little
Well,
chocolate
it's
fountain
actually it's not chocolate to begin with. It was the fondue is the cheese one,
Mhm.
which I've never fucking seen. Or
Really?
it was it's a cheese thing. And then they got into. I mean, I've only had a chocolate fondue, but
Mhm.
wouldn't mind to try a cheese one day.
Yeah.
Make a fort, cute.
This is good.
Take a ride in a horse-drawn
Fuck fort.
carriage. So that's something that Amy and I should do. You can do horse riding. That's really nice. Take a pottery class. See, if I just surprised Amy with a pottery class,
That's very
she
sexual.
would fucking lose her mind.
What's that movie?
Ghost. Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking Dirty Dancing, where they like make the vases. Is
That's
that Dirty
dirty. No,
Dancing?
that's Ghost. Ghost is the one behind, and they're just like
Oh, okay.
heaps of film clips have taken it off. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I don't think
thought
it's
it was
so what
Dirty
else? This is
Dancing.
great.
Go to a local bed and breakfast. Go to a drive-in movie, which
Done
would be
that.
nice.
Yeah, Brandon did that.
Here we go.
He's done a
and you
Sebs.
The racetrack, Flinders, not Flinders.
The V8s.
No,
don't-
where they ride the horses. What's that called? Flemington.
Go to the
Flemington.
Melbourne Cup.
No, at Flemington, they're turning it into a drive-in concert venue.
Oh, that's great.
You could do that,
Oh,
Seb.
yeah.
That's cute.
Oh yeah.
What else?
I don't have a car.
Make to get dinner together from scratch. Walk through a botanical garden. That's
Yeah, we do
fucking
that
beautiful.
every weekend.
Go for a hot air balloon ride. That's real cute.
Did
Go
that
to,
in
lot of
Cappadocia.
cash.
Cappadocia.
go to a vineyard. Rent a plush hotel suite for the evenings. Swim with dolphins. Very cute. Take a
Bit
pole
cold.
dancing class.
Wow.
Watch fireworks.
Oh yeah.
Practice
Where?
Yeah. I mean, New Year's. That's it.
practice yoga in the park, go to a new coffee shop, go on a ferry ride, watch a romantic movie, write letters to each other. I mean, that's a missed opportunity for a lot of us.
Yeah,
It's just a
yeah, no,
simple note to each other like, yeah,
Pick these fucking clothes up next time.
watch old home movies, paint a room.
Paint a room.
Plan your,
This has turned into admin. Keep
Oh,
going.
definitely.
this is how to lose a girl in 10 days. Plan your dream vacation, make breakfast, turn your power off. It's really scraping it now.
Wait,
Make
turning
it-
your power
Turn the power off.
So it elaborates on each. Turn your power off. Act as if you don't have power and as the sun goes down, light some candles and turn off televisions
Okay.
and phone.
Do we call the power company just stressed? Just like,
Bree would. She'd be like, mate, have we lost power? Because I can call fucking...
yeah.
She would be
She's on the phone to
that
Origin.
admin.
It's like, you've really removed the romance.
Yeah.
And they fucked our bill last time.
Bake a cake, dance, take a bubble bath,
Don't
Drink-
have a bath.
drink some champagne, hand feed each other chocolate.
Oh, here we go. Tag them in a meme.
Oh.
Nah, mate. Good old days of Facebook. I
That
could have
is
done that. Conduct
them lunch one day.
Conduct.
conduct a year in review.
Oof.
All right, here we go. Break a record.
Georgie Boy's
Oh
Hump
my
Day
God.
replay.
Yeah.
Play Twister.
Oh, yeah.
Not bad.
See if we hit the KPI.
What does that mean?
Rent a limo. What
What's-
are you, a
what-
fuckboy?
What does
It's
that
to,
mean?
it's to do with the year in review. See if you hit your KPIs.
Wasn't
Not
that 4
Twister.
times ago?
Yeah. Rent a
It's just
sailboat.
TJ just pumped through them quickly.
Yeah, go to where you first met. That's cute.
Hallam Secondary School.
Yeah, probably not.
Take your partner in crime. Zoom.
This guy. The first time you met.
First met on
Fucking,
Zoom.
let's just chat on DMs for a bit.
No, I got to get
Gets
the
me
superphone
fired.
phone back.
Build a campfire and make s'mores.
That's a good one. We could do s'mores on the gas.
Take your partner to a cooking class.
Yeah, did
Go
that
to
in
a
Thailand.
play, comedy show.
Phuket.
Paint some pottery. Play. They're really just recycling. Do
Yeah.
pottery, then paint it.
What else?
Let's get down to the 100th, all right?
Go to 88.
Oh, sorry, no, sorry.
88.
It only goes to 99.
Go from 88, please.
Okay. 88. Visit a bookstore.
Love that.
Take a
Fucking, that's a good one,
take
isn't
a
it, GB?
Zumba class.
Maybe we go to Byron.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Go
Book
to a morning movie. What are you, 70
What was that one?
or a parent? Go to a morning movie.
Oh, yeah.
Volunteer to walk dogs at a local shelter. What
Okay.
are you, a good person?
Yeah.
Make
Sounds
homemade,
more for the dogs.
yeah, make homemade ice cream.
I've got a great one. Record a love message on your partner's phone. Set an alarm for the time when you're not around, saying check your recorder app /voice memos.
I like that.
Oh.
That's fucking.
That's
I'm gonna
very
do
sweet,
3
isn't it?
a.m. I'm going to do a Google Home alert.
So annoying.
Go on, this is good.
Dance in the rain at 93. Go to a karaoke bar. That's kind of cute. Learn a new language. Bit hard. Go to a film festival. They're not on. Go to some open houses.
Oh, I love open houses.
What, so we can have a blow up about what we want?
Yeah.
I got stuck in an elevator at an open house in Port Fairy. They had it was
Then
a
it's an
two-story
open apartment.
house. Yeah.
Technically
And it had
still
it,
called
no,
an
no,
open
no. It
house.
was a house, and it had
a
3
lift.
stories. It
Oh,
had a lift
shit.
in it. And then I
Really?
go, Mum, I'm locked in the lift. Because Mum specifically told me not to
Don't
break
get in the
anything.
lift. Yeah.
And I was, the real estate agent helped me get out of
So
that.
98, people watch.
I
Sit
like that
somewhere
one.
outside where a lot of people tend to walk by.
We could do that
And
on the
come up with
balcony.
crazy backstories for people as they pass by.
Oh, you would love. You
We
would
already
do that.
do that.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a big one.
Go thrift shopping. This is the ultimate treasure hunt. You never know what you're going to find, and it is a fun thing to do with your partner, and you can share the thrill.
I feel like the problem with the thrift shopping for me is it becomes this manic thing where I buy 50 books and I'm like, hold these. And I'm worried that the bloke next to me is going to take them.
I mean,
I reckon
I've done that with you.
Yeah.
I reckon there's
Experience.
specific. I reckon you're being selfish. You're thinking about books. That's what you want from a thrift shop. I reckon it's clothes though. Like it's all about. Imagine trying on clothes at a thrift shop.
I'd hate that.
That not about you. Would
I
Bree
think
love it?
Bree would hate it too. Thrift shop.
I spend a lot of time on the Time Out website. Royal Botanical Gardens actually have a little gondola. Is that what they're called? Where you have the man up the back steering the boat in the lake at the Botanical Gardens. What about that? That's
That is
good.
cute.
I
That
like
would be
that
great.
one.
Fishing on a boat. I don't know. There's lots of stuff.
All right, cool. All right, it's a daily talk show. Good luck, Sevs.
I think
You're taking off the week.
Yep.
And you'll leave. Any final words?
Have fun.
You done your handover, Doc?
Well, yeah, I've got a checklist, so it's close enough.
Should be good.
Is Jess in the loop with everything?
No, I should loop her in.
Should jump on a Zoom
Just
just
big
before you
email
pick
or
up.
something.
Yeah, real big email.
Don't get it.
Real big email. How big?
How happy is he It's annoying.
I know. And he's going to come back
Be
even
happy
more.
for me.
No, I am happy for you.
Imagine what he's going to look like next week
Yeah.
when he comes back from holidays. Just refreshed.
Yeah. I'll be able to sleep now as well.
And that's true.
Fucking, I doubt it. I didn't sleep much the first couple of years of my relationship.
Why?
Weekends were all like you see each other on the weekend.
Mhm.
A lot of catching up. A lot of just hanging out. A lot of just being up next to each other, sniffing. Just smell good.
Yeah, I wonder what.
I just love the sniff of somebody.
Isn't that crazy? I think it'll be the first time you smell each other.
Yeah.
Do you know what sort of perfume?
No joke, dude. We had a joke. I was so into Amy's sniff. I used to call it. Like she would smell good.
Yeah.
To me, Amy, just her skin and her smells great.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yeah. Pheromones.
That's I think what it is, dude. I'm just like, fuck, I'm really into your sniff.
Smell?
Or the shampoo.
Could be, but it's all those things. The connection of like her perfume. I'm just like, oh, everything
Laundry
about it.
detergent.
Right. Now you're talking my language.
Tommy's had a beer. Just one, isn't it?
This is my second.
GB,
Okay.
he's just
He's loving it.
loving them. Yeah.
Thanks, Happy, for coming on. And
Thanks, Haps.
he's gone through and done all of our episodes in IMDb.
Yeah, absolute legend.
You in next week?
Yeah, I
He
can
looks
Yeah.
very confused. Are you,
Good boy.
Are you all good?
Yeah, no, I'm half asleep. I had 2 coffees yesterday. Worst idea I could have had from Easy Mart. I love me Easy Mart coffee and chai.
Go on.
And they know me by name now. I know the fella. How low is that you're recognised in your local Easy Mart?
The crazy thing
that's
is
all
that
right.
I think it's beautiful.
the
I
coffee
think it's
comes
nice.
from a
You do?
machine, but
Yeah.
you still manage
talking.
to
Still
know
want
the people there.
Yeah, because I always have problem with my tapping on my card. So I'm thinking, I'll
What,
try
you
this
Pull
card.
it away too quick or what?
No, it just doesn't register. So I've got to call Bendigo Bank and get
You
them
should
to
go
send me a
up.
new one.
Up.
Yeah, I should actually.
What's the pushback?
I don't think there's any pushback. I'm with Bendigo and I can't be bothered changing. That's all.
Just go to Up.
Up is great.
Yeah.
Up is Bendigo.
Yeah.
I'll send you a referral code.
Thank you.
Oh, you dog.
Did you hear that
George, can you sign up so I get my fiver?
Russ Keys was saying that Bank of Melbourne are giving people $50 if they
I
sign
might
up?
go Bank of Melbourne.
Did see that?
Absolutely
I think
not.
I think
But then
there's
what's the tech
potentially a
like?
minimum deposit.
Absolutely not.
But I think the tech's all right. They're also a decent bank just in terms of they don't invest in fossil fuels. And
So
all
is
that sort of
Bendigo
stuff.
too.
Yes, Bendigo and Adelaide, which Up's connected with.
Can
they,
I
they don't
use
invest, but like
multiple?
Combank and stuff.
Can I use multiple referral codes?
No.
No.
Nah.
How would that
You'll get
work?
your $5. So George is going to get me $5 and it gets him $5. So we can both get a coffee together.
Yeah. Oh, we've also got to get the mugs supply from Dom.
Oh, yeah. Dom, if you're listening.
The Daily Talk Show. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, everyone. And we'll see you on Monday, just TJ and I.
Yep.
Happy Harry might even join us. Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
Okay, great. See you tomorrow, guys. Have a good one.
See you guys.